Mayong adlaw mga amigo, my name is Moon if you're new to my channel, and as you can see from the title of the video, this is my book review for the book The Time Capsule by J.D. Ruiz. So The Time Capsule by J.D. Ruiz is a contemporary romance set in Bacolod where a girl named Stephanie C. went back there to join the funeral of her estranged grandma, and from there she discovered a diary of the said grandma and was able to meet a guy named Eric, and a fantastic romance came from there. So I'm going to read this book for our Readathon 2021 under the theme or prompt serendipity. And yeah, I'm very excited. Our readathon is actually a readathon inspired by BTS, made by a Filipino booktuber named Her Booker's Side or Kat. So also, I have read this book back in 2020, and it is one of the best books I have read that year, and actually one of the best books I have read in my entire lifetime. The romance in here is so good, and I love it so much. So to start off this book review, let's start with the characters. First of all, the character named Stephanie C. So I have loved Stephanie when I have read this book last year, and I even love her more now. I find her character to be very compelling and very interesting because although at first you will see her as rather spoiled, eventually you will know her as smart, as hardworking, and is actually very cutthroat with her business. And also at first you will thought of her as aloof, but eventually you will find her to be really sweet and just really loving and just an overall caring person. She's a character well made, and her character development is very flawless. Honestly, one of the best characters I have read in my entire lifetime. I just love her character so much. She's very interesting, and I just love that this book was written in her point of view. So the second character which I'm going to mention is of course her love interest named Eric. To be honest, I don't find Eric attractive at all. I find him to be really brutish and very rude. And don't even get me started when he ordered Stephanie to change the clothes she was wearing. Any guy who orders her girlfriend to change her clothes to make him comfortable is immediately unattractive to my eyes. I know Eric's logic is basically circulating around the fact that if Stephanie wore that clothes, she will be harassed. However, that honestly irks me a lot, as Kurt is not an invitation at all. And if you think that way, if a person thinks that way, that person should reevaluate her or his or their personality or the way they perceive the world. Like, the third character which I'm going to mention is of course Cora, which is the grandmother of Stephanie. I just need to add her here because despite her not being present, she has a very huge impact in the story, because without her diary, the romance will not commence at all. I find Cora's character to be really strong and very amazing. I cannot imagine going through the things she went through. Although prideful, which is her only flaw, I find her thinking to be logical, caring, and loving, and I wouldn't mind reading a book about Cora. I just find her character to be really great, just like Stephanie's. So now let's go to the plot. The overall plot of the book is very lighthearted. It's just all about Stephanie and Eric going around Bacolod to experience the things which Stephanie's grandma has experienced. I just love that I was given the feel of Bacolod, a place I haven't visited yet. Like, it's so good. Like, the description, the plot just makes me warm and fuzzy inside. Like, I really hate the rooster. Like, every time I'm going to film a video, like, there is nothing heavy about the plot at all. Just like, there is a plot twist in the ending, but it's really not that heavy. Although, I did cry a bit. Like, the plot of the book is amazing. I find it really great. And now let's go to the writing style. The writing style of the book is quite honestly my most favorite part of the book. I just love the writing style of this. Like, it's very descriptive. Like, I really love it. I really want to kill that rooster. I just love how invoke imagery in every part of the book. Like, I was able to imagine a lot of things while I was reading this book, which is really great. Honestly, one of the best things if I'm going to read a book is that if I can imagine what is happening. Like, for example, like just like what I've mentioned, I was able to get the feel of Bacolod. I was able to feel Stephanie's feelings. I was able to feel like the general feel of the place, like the taste of the food, like the pain that she was going through when she discovered like the plot twist in the ending, or the fact that Stephanie has felt tired when she like climbed up the mountain. I can feel it all. It's just so amazing. That writing style, like the writing style of the book is just so good. However, I should say that I think it's not the author's fault. It is most likely in the editor's fault, because I have seen this in books published in the Philippines. I was able to see some very few spelling errors in some parts of the book. Like, there are some letters and words that are jumbled, but yeah, that is very common here though. Like, the editing in the publishing houses in the Philippines needs to be more developed. And now let's go to the last part, which is my overall thoughts for the book. So the book is honestly really, really good. Although I do not like Eric, I just love how their romance has developed. It is honestly one of the best like developments I have seen. I just love like, although Eric, I really don't like him, they were able to make a healthy relationship, which I really, really enjoyed reading. And of course, don't even get me started with the writing style. The writing style is just so good. Like, I really, really love it. I would highly recommend this to all of the people out there because it is written in English, so yeah. However, I would highly recommend it to like the Filipino readers out there. This book is just amazing, and if you like a lighthearted contemporary romance, this book is for you. I rate this book 5 stars on Goodreads, and yeah. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you have opinions, please comment it down below and let's discuss. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Klappad alla fullfest hela dagen. Mjöl från livets grottekvarn.